What's going on, everybody? Came back with another video. Today is competition squat, close grip bench, and bent over dumbbell rows. Here I'm warming up with a single leg squat. I guess that's what you could call it. These really warm up my hips, and they also warm up my quads in a way that I typically don't get it warmed up. The other exercises that I did was a Cossack squat. I believe that's how you pronounce it. As you guys know from last week, I was complaining about my hips being really tight during the close grip bench. So I was trying to do some Cossack squat before squats to warm them up and see if it would help. It definitely did. There was far less tightness when I was benching yesterday. And I also did a cable crunch to warm up. I believe those were the three. Of course, I did do some rowing as well. But let's get into the squats. 275. And typically the way that I begin to gauge a squat session is how many reps I do as warm-ups. So my warm-ups had more reps in them, which meant that I was really enjoying it. Another way, and E-Dog will laugh at this, is when I laugh. If I'm laughing during a set, that means that it just feels easy to me and it feels comfortable. So this is 315. I think I kind of chuckle at the end of this. You can see that smile. Then I go to 345. I do the same thing. Then I go on to 365. I don't do that because of the song that I'm listening to. I'm just in the zone, and that's about it. Then I go to 385, and this matches what I did last week. But as you can see, it moved tons better. So I was like, well, let's throw 405 on. And I wanted to show the walkout. You guys can't really see it all too much, but I was a little shaky on the walkout. But it's all good. One problem that I made during this set, other than overshooting my RPE, was making my belt way too tight. I wish I had a Pioneer cut, which is every half inch, but I won't make excuses. It still felt good. I'm still glad that I hit 405. Next week we're going into wraps. This is 275 for my last set. I didn't get the first two sets recorded, but that's okay. 275 would be 68% of 405. So it's right in the range that I need to really be moving forward the way that I need to. Going to close grip. If you notice, my close grip is a little bit closer than it was last week. I figured I'd try it, see how it goes. I typically have my ring finger on the ring of the barbell, so I'm a pretty wide bencher. But it felt good. This is a warm-up set with 30 pounds. I went back and forth. I think my bench and my rows only took 15 minutes, but people were in the gym. They were talking to me during squats, so I needed a way to really pick up the pace. So here's 185. This is my first set, and like I said, it felt good. Wasn't hurting, nowhere near as bad as last week, hips wise. So I'm content with that. I will constantly be trying to warm up my hips and be more conscious of that. Here we go with 40s. And I want to point out, notice my hand placement, or the way that my hands are this set, because the following two sets are going to be completely different. I'm going to kind of drop my hand or drop my fingers a little bit. The dumbbell is going to sit differently in my hand. And there's a reason behind this. And Ben Pollock's, and I forget the other guy's name, his video, he was talking about, in the hook grip video, he was talking about how you really need to put some pressure on the pinky and the ring finger. And as I did that last week for deadlifts, I did feel more lat engagement. And so these other two sets, I dropped it down and I felt it tons more in my lower lats than I've ever felt a row before, other than it being like a machine cable row, which I don't have access to. So I'm doing that, and it really does feel tons better on my lats. So I'll definitely have to drop the weight, not necessarily drop it, but I probably won't be able to progress as quickly as I wanted to with dumbbell rows, but it's just a tertiary movement anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And if I can get bigger lats, stronger lats, safer lats, healthier lats, then why not do it? So that's my little tidbit for your dumbbell row or even barbell row. So give it a try, see what you think. And then I'll finish off, I believe it was 2 sets of 205, both at 7 reps. Like I said last week, I was going to drop it down a little bit, so I did 6 to 8 reps for my close grip bench. And the following day is going to be pause squat. It's going to be, that wraps up this video. Come back later on for SBD day 2, which is pause squats, dumbbell bench press, and paused deadlifts. Have a great day.